Islamic Wars and the Rise of Islam, 610 to 632 CE. The rise of Islam was not just a religious revolution, it was a transformation of political, social, and military systems across Arabia and beyond. The early Muslims were often compelled to engage in military actions not for conquest, but for defense, survival, and freedom to practice their faith. Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, as the spiritual and political leader of the Muslim community, played a vital role in guiding these engagements with strict codes of ethics and a focus on justice. The Meccan period, persecution without war, 610 to 622 CE. Islam began in 610 CE when Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, received the first revelation in the cave of Hira. Over the next 12 years, he preached Tawhid, oneness of Allah, and equality, which directly challenged the power structures of the Quraysh tribe in Mecca. Muslim persecution in Mecca. Early Muslims were tortured, boycotted, and murdered. Sumayya bint Kayat became the first martyr of Islam. The Prophet and his followers did not fight back. They practiced patience and nonviolence. Migration to Abyssinia and Medina. Prophet advised some companions to migrate to Abyssinia, Ethiopia, where a Christian king protected them. Later, Prophet migrated to Yathrib, Medina, in 622 CE after being invited as a peacemaker. This event is known as the Hijrah and marks the beginning of the Islamic calendar. The Medina period and the rise of armed conflict, 622 to 632 CE. Upon arrival in Medina, Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, established the first Islamic state, created a constitution of Medina, and began organizing the Muslim community politically, socially, and militarily. Major battles in the rise of Islam. Battle of Badr, 624 CE. First victory. Cause: Quraysh of Mecca confiscated Muslim properties in Mecca. Muslims attempted to intercept a Quraysh trade caravan. Forces: Muslims equals 313, Quraysh equals 1,000. Outcome: miraculous Muslim victory. Result: boosted the confidence of Muslims and confirmed their faith. Quraysh leaders suffered heavy losses. Quran reference: Surah Al-Anfal describes Badr as a divine victory. Indeed, Allah supported you at Badr when you were few in number. Quran 3:123. Battle of Uhud, 625 CE, a lesson in obedience. Cause: Quraysh wanted revenge for Badr. Muslims equals 700, Quraysh equals 3,000. Tactical error: Muslim archers left their positions to collect spoils of war despite Prophet's command. Outcome: Muslims initially won, but then suffered a setback. Prophet injured. Prophet Muhammad's, PBUH, tooth was broken, and he was injured. Moral: unity and discipline are vital in both spiritual and worldly matters. Battle of the Trench, Azab, 627 CE, defensive genius. A coalition of 10,000 Quraysh and allied tribes attempted to attack Medina. Muslim defense strategy: a trench was dug around Medina, based on the advice of Salman al-Farsi, a Persian convert. Outcome: the attackers could not cross the trench, and the siege failed. Quran reference: Surah Al-Azab describes the fear end. Test of faith during this time. Expulsion of the Banu Qurayza, 627 CE. During the Battle of the Trench, the Jewish tribe Banu Qurayza broke the constitution of Medina and sided with the Quraysh. After the war, they were held accountable. A neutral judge from their own allies passed the judgment based on Jewish law, execution of men involved in betrayal, and the protection of women and children. Treaty of Hudaybiyyah, 628 CE, peace for progress. Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, attempted to perform Umrah, pilgrimage, with 1,400 companions. The Quraysh denied entry, and signed a 10-year peace treaty with the Muslims. Though seemingly unfair, it was a diplomatic victory. Islam spread rapidly in the next 2 years as peace allowed dawah, invitation to Islam. Conquest of Mecca, 630 CE. Violation of treaty. Quraysh's allies broke the Hudaybiyyah treaty. Prophet gathered 10,000 Muslims and marched peacefully to Mecca. Mecca surrendered. Without resistance, Meccans handed over the city. General amnesty. Prophet forgave even his worst enemies like Abu Sufyan. Famous words. Go, you are all free. Idols in the Kaaba were destroyed, restoring the house of Allah to monotheism. Battles after the conquest of Mecca. Battle of Hunayn, 630 CE. Tribes involved. Hawazin and Thaqif formed a large army to stop Islam's rise. Muslim army, now 12,000 strong, initially overconfident. Early losses. Muslims were ambushed but regained momentum under the Prophet's leadership. Siege of Taif, 630 CE. After Hunayn, Muslims laid siege to Taif, a strong fortress city. The siege was unsuccessful initially, but Taif later embraced Islam peacefully. The final expedition to Tabuk, 631 CE. Prophet led an army to Tabuk to deter a possible Roman invasion. Outcome: no battle occurred, but tribes submitted to Muslim leadership peacefully. Diplomacy over war was the real victory here. Ethics of war in Islam. Prophet Muhammad's guidelines. The Prophet, PBUH, strictly defined rules of war, many of which were revolutionary in the ancient world. Do not kill women, children, elderly, or religious leaders. Do not destroy crops or places of worship. Treat prisoners of war with dignity. Only fight those who fight you. Embrace peace if the enemy desires peace. Quran reference. Fight in the way of Allah those who fight you, but do not transgress. Indeed, Allah does not like transgressors. Quran 2:190. Strategic importance of Islamic wars. Defending religious freedom. Early Muslims fought for survival and the freedom to practice Islam. Establishing justice. Many battles were to remove tribal oppression, slavery, and unjust power structures. Building unity. The wars helped unify Arab tribes under one God, one leader, one law. Prophet's farewell sermon and peace legacy, 632 CE. In his final sermon, Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, emphasized sanctity of life and property, brotherhood of all Muslims, end of racism. No Arab is superior to a non-Arab. Women's rights. Importance of Quran and Sunnah. Shortly after this, the Prophet passed away, leaving behind a peaceful Arabia and a growing religion. The Islamic wars during the rise of Islam were not wars of aggression or imperialism. They were defensive, ethical, and spiritually guided. Under Prophet Muhammad's, PBUH, leadership, Muslims transitioned from being a persecuted minority to a united and morally strong community. These battles were essential for protecting Islam from annihilation, establishing justice and law, spreading a message of peace through strength. Prophet Muhammad's conduct in war remains a model for humanity, showing mercy in victory, forgiveness to enemies, and integrity in conflict.